Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. Today is Tuesday, February 9th. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you joined me in my craft studio today. It's Fun Fold Week. So all this week I'm going to be showcasing fun fold cards that I found online and cased and then created my own design. Do not think that I invented these. I definitely did not. Yesterday I cased one that I had seen by Lisa Curcio, and then I did a couple of my own takes on it. Yeah, I like the creative side, but I can't, I don't think I've ever invented a fun fold. But they're definitely fun to make, so that's what we've been focusing on this week. So welcome. I do appreciate you joining me today. Just seeing if I can get the comments on. There we go. All right, so hello everyone. Hi Monique and Barb and Linda, Sylvia. Good, Sylvia, you found me. And Linda and Judith. Welcome everyone. I'm sure a few more people will pop on. So today's card is called a step fold card, and I had actually never seen this until I follow Kelly Acheson in a stampabove.com or a stamp above, I don't know if it's .com. She does Sunday night Facebook lives. Anyhow, so she did this step fold card and I thought it was really cool, so I thought I would do it. It's actually when I saw this video I thought about doing a fun fold week. So this is what it looks like when it's done. And if you can see at the side, it's got 2 steps. And with the fun folds, I am learning to make them ahead of time so that I know what I'm doing. Because this is my actual first one I made, but if you look closely, there's a lot of places where it was unglued and glued back properly. So what's fun about this card is it does fit in a regular envelope when you fold it this way. It fits right in because that piece is the regular size for a card. So, step fold card. And I will put the measurements on Facebook under the description when I'm done. I did that yesterday for yesterday's card because it's kind of hard to make them if you don't have the measurements. I'm sure you could figure it out, but why? So yesterday I folded this on the wrong side, and hopefully today I will remember exactly how to do it. And then you write your message on the back. So there's a piece of Whisper White attached to the back with a little piece of DSP for your message. So this one is a beautiful floral. We're going to make a fun one with the ice cream designer series paper and punch. And then we're going to do a fancy one that you could use for a wedding or anniversary. Oh yeah, she's in Menasha, Wisconsin. See, I don't know where that is, but you're in Wisconsin too. Yeah, she's funny. She does beautiful cards. Sometimes find someone online who has a style that you like, and then you follow them. I have a few people that I follow, and then when you're on YouTube, of course, you pop onto a gazillion people's pages or channels, and then before you know it, you've been on for quite a while. All right. Just wondering if there was something I was about to do and now I can't remember what it was. Okay, so step fold card. So the step fold card, actually if you go onto her website you can see her making this one, and she has a nice instruction sheet. You're not going to get that from me today. I'm just going to show you how to make it. So it starts out with a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and you score it at, I'm actually looking at her notes, 1/2 inch, 1 1/2, 3, and 4. And then you need another little piece that is 2.5 by 4.5, scored at 1/2 and 1.5. All right, and then I'll tell you the DSP sizes in a minute. All right. Yes, she is very funny. She's good she comes on Sunday night, so it's good Sunday night entertainment. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to do our little back piece. Now, you want to make sure that you're putting it on the right way. So, this is what I did yesterday. I did it completely backwards, upside down. So, this is going to go like this. I am going to do a bit of stamping today. Who knew? I do have a little piece of sprinkle paper to put on the back, and then I'm going to take this sprinkle stamp set and just do a couple down the side, because I'm adding the sentiment happy birthdays on the front with sprinkles on top. So that's why I'm going to, I think I'll do it in Poppy Parade. So I'm just perfect. And then I'll take some sprinkles and some Coastal Cabana. Let's glue this on first. So no, I'll just remember where I'm going, because I just want to do it a little bit around the edges. And you could do as little or as much. Just because the sentiment says sprinkles on top, I thought it would be fun. This is the easiest part of this card, just saying. And it's not tricky, but like I said, I did do it completely wrong the first time. So here's my suggestion. Don't put your good DSP on the first time. Do a mock-up one just with an old piece of cardstock or something that you don't care if you're ripping it apart afterwards, which is exactly what I was doing. But I managed to still make it into a card, and you would never know that I did it completely wrong. All right, so this is for the back with sprinkles on top. I think that's cute. Okay, so for these, first you have to take your bone folder and give them a good score. And your little one is typically the one that's going to attach to something. That's exactly what it's going to do here. All right, I'm nervous now because I did it wrong yesterday. This paper is adorable. With all the little ice cream cones, there's popsicles. It's so pretty. And this is for the cone. And I actually saw a video and the girl that designed it was talking about it and how she actually does the watercolor. And then they take photos of it, or she does something with her computer, but it's actual watercolor that she's done. Okay, so that's going to go up there. Yesterday I put it on the back side, or I don't know what I did. I actually don't know what I did wrong yesterday. I do know what I did wrong. So I took my tear and tape and then I put the designer series paper on the same side. Dumb. So I'm using tear and tape. And we want it about as wide. We're going to put it at the fold. If you put it here, you're going to have a gap. And we may as well put our other piece on too. So same thing at the fold. And if this one doesn't work out, well, we have the next one to try. And I'm not going to really worry about that. All right. Now we're going to peel this off. And the trick is to go to the second fold, not the first fold. That would be way too high. The second fold, hold your fingers down here and tuck this underneath. Okay, see how easy that was? And then we have our first step. Just making sure it looks the same. Yeah. So then we have our first step. So see how there's one fold? So at the second fold, and then just fold it down. And then for this one, I chose the little sprinkle paper to put on. So we'll go ahead and put that one on, and this will make the next step. So take the tear and tape off, or the backing off, push it down, line this up against the bottom. This is what I did yesterday, and then I realized it didn't work. So we have it lying flat, and then you take this, turn it over, and fold. Isn't that cool? And now for here, I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the bottom. And I'll just hold it there for a second. So there you have your 2 steps. Step 1, step 2. See, it's really easy once you figure out how to do it. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the back, because this is where you want to write your message. And then they're not going to throw it away. They're going to put it on their desk or their dresser. Nobody's going to throw away something this pretty. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together my little ice cream cone. And I have happy birthday. And then I'm going to put the ice cream cone here. You just have to remember that this is how it lies flat, so you can't have stuff sticking off the edges. And then I need some kind of ribbon. Forgot that. Has anyone ever made one of these before? Step-full cards? I had never even seen it. Shannon, it's totally easy. The second time. The second time. Oh dear. Let's see what my color choices are. These are my 2 favorite. This is the ombre paper that's available for Celebration. And I wonder how it will look popped up. And then I'll do this one flat. Because I think if I pop this one up, that might be a bit, I don't know. Let's just pop it up. There are also little sprinkles in this birthday set that you could put on. We're not going to today, but it would look cute. Okay, I'm going to put this on flat because these are already popped up, and I want to pop up this. So I don't want too much stuff popped up. And then I need some kind of ribbon. So I took the happy birthday from the actual stamp set. I really wanted to use You Melt My Heart, but I really wanted to use with sprinkles on top. So I did happy birthday with sprinkles on top. Beautiful fonts in this stamp set. Thank you. I've used these 2 quite a bit without even using the sweet ice cream paper or anything. Treat yourself. You're so cool. You melt my heart. It's just a really fun set. So this is actually from, I'm going to try, from the stamp set. I got a bigger desk than I had before, and are you like me? Now that my desk is big, it's just more of a mess. Okay, so I'm just taking the strips from the edges because I'm going to put it right down the middle instead of putting just a couple of little dimensionals. I think this will look better. All right, I could have stamped something here too. Sometimes after you look at your card, you're thinking, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. Oh, well, I guess this is going there. Happy birthday. And I'm looking for my, oh, here we go. These will be cute. You can put a couple of these on. Actually, I don't know if it needs a ribbon or not. There is a beautiful Blackberry Bliss ribbon that coordinates with this set, but I don't think it's really perfect for this. But let's try just a little thin white ribbon. Bow, I mean. I meant to say bow. I know, Shannon. I start out with a nice clean space, and then even by the time I'm done my Facebook Lives, I have stuff thrown all over. The more space you have, the more space you cover. That's me anyways. All right. Okay, these need either sharpening or... Now I'm adding a glue dot, and I'm just going to put it, I know ice cream cones don't have bows, but I just feel like it needs a bow. Okay, let's take a few sequins. Let's see which ones match. I think this one would be nice. And the big one's pretty big. And then maybe an orange one over here. There are a lot of colors that coordinate with this paper, so it's perfect. I think that's enough. All right, so we're making the same fold again, but we're gonna make it look, I think, completely different. So we have our cute little floral, folds flat. This is the In Bloom paper, the celebration paper. In Bloom, is that what it's called? And this is the ice cream. And you could fancy, I don't know, you could add little pieces here too, but really, I think if someone got this, like how cute is that? Okay, so those are our first two. Now the last ones, and the reason I picked this is because I happened to find all these extra little flowers I had. This is that beautiful pearlescent paper. And so we have the same measurements, which I'll put on my Facebook post after. It's going to go the same way, but I've taken the pearlescent paper and, not fussy cut, embossed it using Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. So that's going to go up here. So this is going to be a fancy card. So I'm thinking it might be fun for a wedding or an anniversary. Okay, so I know this is going to go this way, so I'm confident putting this here. I was confident yesterday too, and I put it in the totally wrong spot. But I think it'll be good today. This paper is so pretty. That's going to go like that, and then we have our other little piece. And so we may as well go ahead and glue this onto our little piece. After you make the first one of these, it's easy. Like before I came on, I thought, I hope I remember how to do it. Just the little tips about folding it at the second fold. And I did do an extra piece for the back just to make it a little sturdier. So we'll see if we're going to use that or not. All right, tear and tape I already have on this one. I don't know why, but I do. So again, tear and tape right along the edge. Fold it down. Fold it at the second fold, push it up and down. Now you could make your paper a little bit longer if you wanted it to cover it, but you don't want too much bulkiness. Okay, so now we have our second one, which I have the tear and tape on. So for this one, you fold it down, line it up along the bottom. So it's flat, then tuck this in. And there you go. Okay, I've got it now. But I would have to re-watch it if I was doing it like 6 months from now. But I think this would be a wedding card that would definitely get a wow. Okay, it's very pretty so far. Next, there was a scrap little piece of the pearlescent. I heat embossed it in gold, and that's going to be our sentiment. And then, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know I love layering stuff up. So I have all these pearlescent flowers that I already had die cut actually. So I'm just going to, I do have a bow if we think we need it. So I'm going to place them around, see where I like them. I have some leaves. So actually these are the same flowers that we used the other day, the pierced blooms, but they look totally different with the pearlescent paper. Well, not totally different, but different. I think I want a big leaf. All right, let's just start layering stuff up. That's going to be my focal flower. Yes, I think this is going to be an elegant card. That's the perfect word, elegant. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put this right here, and then I'm going to take up some of that white space behind here. You'll still get the idea of the step card. Trying to decide which is the best adhesive to use. I do want my flowers to kind of go all the way around. So there we have our first one. I also have, that I cut out before, these are from the poinsettia die set. So we do want to add some of those. I like little spriggy things sticking out of my cards. Like I said, I did do the bow, but I'm not, oh, that might look nice there. We'll just leave it there for a second. I will layer up these flowers in a minute, but is that the same side? Oh, that's a different one. And some of them will go flat and some of them will go popped up. Thinking now, no, we'll just keep going. Okay, I'm going to put this on the back. Sometimes I do the little spriggy things as I go, and sometimes I wait and put them in at the end. But I think I know I want it here. And let's see, what else do I have? And I want another one of the plain ones behind it, or maybe in front. Actually, you can see it better when it's in front. Okay, so we got that going. Good so far. You have to keep checking to make sure that you're not going off the sides of the card. And I'm going to go ahead and I think put a dimensional on this. I'm not sure if it's going to be too big because, yeah, it's good. All right, so ooh, that was close. Remember not to go over the edge of your card. We might do that, or the other thing I did is I brought in gold. I think I'm going to like gold better, just as a little hint. So that one we have popped up. So maybe this one will be, no, it's going to go popped up too. It is, and it needs a leaf. There's so many things in this set that are just so pretty. That leaf seems a bit small. Oh, here, perfect size. So there are a whole bunch of different sizes of leaves, and there's a whole bunch of different types of leaves. So you have single leaves, you have little double leaves, and you also have this, oh yes, look what I just found. You also have a little, this one, and then the ones I'm using. Hi, Wanda. My husband, is Marley fed? I better reply because she's tip-tapping outside my door. That's funny. He knows not to disturb me on Facebook Live. He's a good guy. Okay, look which one I just found. It's beautiful. This is from the poinsettia set. And these little spriggy things are angelic. Angelic, I want to say. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Now, to some people, this might be too much. I just like layering. But if you don't like layering, I'm sure you would think this was too much. So you do whatever is comfortable or whatever you like, because your card design is it shows a little, tells a little bit about you. Okay, now I'm going to layer a few on top. Not too many because I do kind of like this, the design of this one, but I think I'll put another little one inside. And if you follow me, you also know I love color and color. Okay, I lost the comments now. And then we'll need to get some oh, you know what? The opal rounds. Okay, so this one needs one more little one inside, I'm thinking. Or maybe this one. There's so many layers. I think that's why I love this set, because I love layering. Now we got to decide where this goes because it has to go somewhere. I'm thinking right there, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue because I'm just going to tuck it in and hope it doesn't wreck everything. There we go. And you could put one smaller one here. I don't know. I think that's too much. You need to know when to hold them. And you could put another one up here, or maybe even just a leaf and one. Let's put one on the back. That'll be enough, I think. Okay, so now our opal, let's try a bow. Just because I think it will look nice with a bow, but I'm not sure. So we'll just tie, I'm using a double bow. This is from the Christmas ribbons. But I'm sure you have some kind of gold in your stash. I wish they had a nice champagne. Because actually the colors that I use are champagne. Seems like it should be on the other side. I love this stuff because I love how it frays. Some people may think that was a flaw, but I love it. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, glue dot. I wanted to put my bow on first because I don't want I want to make sure that the bow's on first before I try to put my gems. And I noticed I'm covering up my word here. Just trying to turn it a little bit. What gems did you put on the ice cream card? Okay, so those are called, I just found them. They're in the annual catalog, Artistry Blooms Sequence. But they have stickiness on the back. And they're just such fun colors. I've been using them a lot lately, actually. And if you're doing the birthday card class on Saturday, which I'm cutting for right now, you get a pack of those with your card pack. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's just get these out of the way. I could have added vellum too, but I think there's enough going on there. Sometimes I just need to tell myself to step away from the card. This is how big the biggest leaf is. It's quite large. All right, opal rounds. So these have little flecks of pearlescent in them. So let's put one here. And they come in 2 sizes. The big ones are actually quite large. And they kind of take up whatever color you put them with. I think that might be enough. Now, I was going to do the back and maybe do a flower on the back. So that one's smaller, so it might be good with this leaf. Okay, that's good. It would be good if it was a tad smaller, but I think this is fine. So I want to make sure this stays inside my card. Kind of to the edge, and I'll put another little glue dot under there. All right, so that's going to go on the back. Let's see, I don't know why that one's falling off. All right, and then we'll add this to the back, and it'll give it a little more sturdiness as well, although it's pretty sturdy. I just think if you were giving someone this as a wedding gift, oh, not the whole gift, but as a wedding card, it would be really pretty. All right, so let's review our cards. And for those of you who didn't see on Facebook, yesterday's card was called an accordion fold card. I went back and checked Lisa's YouTube, and I actually linked to her YouTube. I don't want you to think that I'm taking other people's ideas, but that's what crafters do. They don't take them, but so you see something you like and you think, oh my gosh, I want to try that. And then you do. Hence, Fun Fold Week. All right, so here are 3 cards. This is my original. You can even see here where the paper's all torn, but no one would notice that. It was all torn back here, but I put a piece of paper over it. So step fold, so it's got 1, 2 steps, but it folds flat to go in an envelope. Here's our fun birthday one. And the paper is just so adorable. And this is our fancy one, celebrating your day. And now it'll bug me that that's on there, so when I get off camera, I'll take that and just move it over a little bit. I find you can take your piercing tool, because I put it on with a dimensional, and if you're careful, you can relocate. Sometimes you need to put a new dimensional on. There, that's better anyways. All right, and I love this. I can't remember what it's called, but it was from one of the Christmas collections. Yes, Judith, actually. Champagne foil, or a little piece of this embossed along the top. You're right, it does need something, but it's pretty. Okay, step fold. That's our fun fold for today. Inspiration from Kelly Acheson at astampabove.com, I want to say. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. I hope you try it, because the one thing about fun folds is you got to try them. And then what I do is I take a little sticky and put it on the back. For instance, for this one, when we did the little Hey Chick one, then I take a little sticky and put it on the back with all of the measurements, so I remember. because I'll pull it out and I'll think, how did I make that? This was another fun fold. This was the bridge fold. This got me inspired to do fun fold weeks. This and when I saw Kelly's Facebook. I don't know if it was a Facebook Live or just Facebook. Anyways, that's my fun fold for today. Those are my fun folds for today. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it if you like or share my video or give me a thumbs up. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you for visiting, and you can still give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. And if you're watching it on YouTube, I do appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell, and then you'll get notified when I have new videos uploaded. All right. Thank you, Wanda. Thanks. It's a really easy fold the second time, is what I'm going to say. So I encourage you to try it out, and I think someone would love to receive a card like this. Imagine receiving that in the mail. It's just so cute. So cute. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, with another fun fold. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Judith.